What's up, everyone? This is your boy Freeze, and I'm gonna change the pace up a little bit today, just because I got a request about a con highlight video that one of my good friends, Grim Studios, wanted to see about the bot Cicadacon. And so for you guys on the Autobot side, your counterpart is gonna be Beast War Silverbolt, and we're just gonna take a look at some of the stats and everything, get a little gameplay going just to see how this bot operates. And honestly, after playing around with him a little bit more, I actually like him a lot. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a 5-star, just because the air class needs some love right now, to be honest with you. So let's go up, set him up, and let's see how he looks. So before we get into anything, I want to take a look at the stats. So here I have the maxed out level 70. I've got him as a private. So I'm gonna go ahead and rank him up real quick, because he has a nice amount of damage. He started out in the 900s with damage, and with the captain upgrade, that will take him over 1100. So very good ground damage. I'm always a fan of having good ground damage. So it's pretty good for a 4-star version of an air class bot. His health at 15.6, pretty standard. He's got short range, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off by giving him a combat bot. And I always like to start off when I'm using an air class bot like that. I like to use Fracus, and that's going to bump up that damage even more, which is going to be really nice. So that'll bring him up to just under 15k, 1481.6. So not bad. And I got to pick a power core for him, so I'm looking at the ability, the Cicada Swarm. Disable your targets dealing approximately, so in this case with the maxed out version, 6,793 damage over 6 seconds, and healing your squad. So I love abilities that help the overall squad. So not only can you use them somewhat in a damaging role, but you can use them as a support role, as an additional healing option. So 2.12 health points per second. And if the target's health drops below 20%, the Cicada spreads nearby foes, causing 33% of the above damage. So you have 33% of that 6,793. Low cost, 3 plus 3. So I'm thinking I want to try something, because I know with this bot, they stay up in the air for a little while. So I'm going to try the Amalgamous Prime Core for the time being. I might come back and change it out just to see how it looks. But now I'm gonna go get some damage increase in ability, as well as some healing for the bot itself, as is in this alternate mode. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go take a look at him by himself in battle, see what he looks like. So I'm going to try a base trial just to see what this ability looks like again. I do gotta say, I'm really impressed with that damage, and I'm actually going to go back and look and compare him to some of the 5-star air class bots that I have. I don't think I'm going to use that Amalgamous. It's actually, his flight is actually shorter than I thought it was. So I think most of what makes him great is going to be from healing his teammates. I'm going to take a look at their health. Right now they're in a bunch of traffic, so I'm going to actually try this again on another base trial run. So in this case, I think because his ground power is so high, I'm going to go ahead and do what I do with Acid Storm, other bots like that with the high ground power, and I'm going to add the Primer Core and along with Fracus. So that's Nightstick for you guys on the Autobot side, and see how that goes. And I'm going to try to use some more in conjunction with the team this time. But I do want to make some comparisons because when I look at that damage at 1,481.6 at the captain rank, so I start making comparisons. Like right now, I currently use Acid Storm on my war team, and I've got him at 1,205.8. If I were to give him Fracas, that bumps up 32%. And so with Fracas, with Fracas, then that will make his total go up a little bit. So let's see what that looks like. And so that carries him up to 1,591.6. So I could see this guy, if they made Cicadacon into a 5-star, I could see him being a little bit, having a little bit more damage, which will be awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Fracas back on him, and we'll go make another run on base trial. All right, so this is my second base trial, and I'm gonna go ahead and start deploying my team. And one thing I always look at when I look at air class bot, I love to go check the range, and the range on this one's pretty good. And at the first 3 points, 3 points, I don't mind going out there and trying to use like some of these types of bots to hit some build bots. See how that goes now. The problem is, let's see how long this is going to take. That's not terrible. And right now, I currently use Acid Storm for that same thing. But you're going to have opportunities here to heal your team. So let's keep an eye on that health for the squad as a whole. Now, I already use a squad that already does a substantial amount of healing on its own. But I do like this range a lot. And I can use it to go get a lot of the build bots. I'm probably not using it much damage-wise against the base per se. And when I look at it again, I mean, you're disabling the target as well. So if you get something that's a little bit of a threat, you can use the cicadas for it. I'm actually going to take down these icons. It's a nice team healing aspect. I mean, right now I'm kind of spamming it. Let's take a look at disable. You can see it gets the missile launcher to stop shooting at us there. This is actually a bot I would use. Yeah, this is a bot I would use. I like what he does here. And even though like this is my test account base, it's not very developed. But it does seem like he's a little bit squishy there when he gets into some heavy fire situations, so you have to be cognizant of that. But yeah, I definitely like the concept of him, and I think that if they gave him like a 5-star version or something like that, I think it'll be something I would use. So let me go try him in some of the Unicron League and see how that goes. All right, so I'm gonna do a Unicron trial against one of my good buddies, Prowl, and play test. And just gonna go through some my normal tactics and see. The biggest thing for me is survivability, and so I want to make sure that he'll actually survive one of these battles. So I do like that I can kind of pick off some of these mortars that got the target protocol on them. And at this point, just waiting for My bludgeon to walk up. I got my boy stunned. I can't do anything about that yet. And now you can already see that he's a little bit lower in health right now than my other ones. He's regenerating quickly though. So let's see if I can get rid of some build bots. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of worried about, is survivability. So I think for me, that might be something else I have to address. So let me go ahead and make some make some core changes and see what I can do for survivability. So one way I think about addressing the survivability is through more offense. So I put on a maxed out enhanced ordnance core. It's a G metal, so you're talking about 26.5%, which is going to take his damage up to 8,593, which is decent damage for a 4-star flyer. And that's also going to make his health points per second go back up for the healing that he does for the squad. So it will help the squad survivability more. Let's see how he does in this upcoming base trial. All right, so this time I'm going to take a similar approach, but I am going to see how the damage works out for him this time and how that will help support the team in regards to healing. That's not going to do much for him. So the decision I'm trying to make is, do I want to increase his survivability, or do I just want to increase his damage? So not really in build bot range. I will stop that mortar again. I shouldn't have done that because I still have FFD out there. We'll take a peek at, wind up choosing the wrong build bot. See. And I said, I just want to spam him a couple of times just to see. Now, I actually want to use him on this build bot to see what he does. I think I'm still out of range. Now, did that just disable the build bot? I mean, the MDS2? All right, so now I'm curious about that. I want to go try that on a base trial to see if that was something that was actually disabling the MDS. I'm actually going to move the MDS forward, or see if I'm just tripping. Let's see, I'll move that there. On the corner, I'll deploy the team on the corner as well. We'll go into a base trial. All right, so I'm back in the base trial, and my goal here is I'm going to target this MDS with Cicadacon, and my goal here is to try to see if I can disable that MDS. And I still got the Megatronus up there, so what it looks like it is disabled, but it looks like it's not disabling the power core effect. And that disablement is really, it seems like it's really short because it's like a 6-second ability. So my suggestion would be, and I will definitely bring this up during the rework, is that we should have at least a 10-second ability. And I think it would be pretty good with just the regular stat increase that we would use normally for a bot of its class. So yeah, I actually enjoyed using them a lot. I would consider using them. I do have some questions about its survivability. I don't know if I want to try to pursue that through like power cores or not. Like I do like the boost that he got with the enhanced ordnance core. So yeah. But let me know what you guys think. And as always, make sure you guys check out my live stream weekly. I love to actually just try different bots and just different strategies and everything on there. So that's Wednesdays typically. And yeah, Wednesdays at 6 Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you then, and I will see you on the battlefield. Freezius out.